Hey y'all, it's Stacy with SouthernBite.com. Let me show you how easy it is to make my candied puff corn. If you like this recipe, do me a favor, like the video and then subscribe to our channel. That way you'll get notified every time we post great new content. Now, I said it's called candied puff corn, but I'll tell you a secret. In our house, we call it Christmas crack. Because it's just one of those things that once you start, you can't stop. And I love a sweet and salty combo. And when you see what simple ingredients make up the sweet and salty combo, something tells me you're gonna be addicted to it too. All right, we're gonna start with our puff corn. This is the brand that I use. We're gonna use two 3 1/4 ounce bags of buttered flavored puff corn. And I've got the biggest bowl I could find because this does take a little stirring, and having a big bowl is gonna make this a lot easier. I'm just dumping all of this right into our bowl here. Now sometimes with some of these bags you might have a bunch of crumbs in the bottom, so when we get down to the bottom like that, sometimes I'll just reach in and grab the big pieces out. That way we don't have a bunch of trash stuff that's in the bottom that kind of gummies up the look of this. All right, so there's our puff corn. Next, I've got a 1 pound block of white chocolate candy coating or vanilla flavored candy coating. It's either called this or it's called almond bark. Either of those will work just fine. You can also get a little creative with this and use other flavors. I just like the white or vanilla with this. I will say though, you may also see candy melts in the grocery store. I do not recommend those for this because they set up really fast and you need a little time to work this out, and those candy coats really they set up too quickly for this. So I recommend either this candy coating or what they call almond bark. I melted this according to the package instructions, and then I'm just gonna drizzle this right over the top. All right, then we're gonna just use that and just stir all this together to get all of this coated. And it doesn't have to be super well, but we wanna make sure that we get all of that candy coating kind of evenly distributed here. All right, once that's all coated, I've got 2 large sheets of parchment or wax paper just right out here on my countertop. We're just gonna dump this right out and then just kind of use our spatula here to spread it out. Now, you can leave it just like this. Now, if you're feeling super festive, you can also add some holiday sprinkles to this. And the cool thing is that it doesn't matter what the holiday is, you can probably find Halloween sprinkles or Christmas sprinkles or Easter sprinkles or whatever. And then you can kind of tailor this to whatever you're doing. I've got these great holiday Christmas looking sprinkles here that we're just gonna sprinkle right over the top while that candy coating is still liquidy, while it's still melted, to make sure that they're gonna stick. Once it starts to firm up, it's gonna be really hard for this to stick, so you gotta move pretty quickly to make sure that everything's gonna stick. All right, once that's done, you just let that candy coating come to room temperature. It's gonna firm up and it's great to go. It's the perfect, quick, easy, and affordable treat that you can share with family, friends, neighbors at the holidays. That is, of course, if you don't eat it all yourself first. If by some chance there's some left over, let me show you a hack that I use to make sure that it stays nice and fresh, because of course this puff corn stuff gets pretty stale pretty quickly. Rather than putting it in a Ziploc bag, store it back in the bag that it came in. This Mylar bag is made to keep this fresh, and it's the best way to keep this fresh. Put it in here, roll the top down, put a clothespin right on the top, and this will actually keep it fresher a lot longer than, say, a zip top bag will. Folks, you can find this full, easy recipe by heading over to the website at SouthernBite.com. Just search for Candied Puff Corn. Y'all enjoy.